If you finished watching the whole house carpet cleaning with the Prolux CTX, that was part 1. Welcome to part 2. This is where we're going to use the wet pickup hose, so to speak, and we're going to do linoleum and 2 couches. So for the linoleum, I've elected to use this all hairbrush. That is, they give you 2 of them. One of them has wheels on either end and a squeegee in the back. This isn't that one, and we have 2 extension wands. This blue hose right here is over 10 feet long, and that's fantastic. I love a longer hose. So these are friction fit. Pretty easy to put together. Push, twist. Same thing with this. I think this does have an airflow and suction relief. I'm going to be using it at maximum power. All right, I think we're all set. And here we go. Okay, immediately what I notice is this whole thing is extremely light. Extremely light. It just weighs pretty much nothing. So if you have a lot of area to clean, this is not going to tire you out quickly at all. Yeah, that is unbelievable as far as hose length. Yeah, that is just fantastic. Of course, you can go flat. You just have to angle it. That's pretty simple. Very, very lightweight. Very lightweight. Squeezes in anywhere. Now our floor is in need of a damp mopping, which I do with other equipment. But before we damp mop, we get up all the debris. And you'll see plenty of it in the bowl. Right, coming back around. You know what, I might as well get here first. It doesn't look like I'm picking up a lot, but you'll see what's in the bowl soon enough. Look at it. It goes underneath everything. So this is great. Yeah, super easy to maneuver. Everybody's going to like this. And you can hear the airflow. You know what the great thing is about this? Because this whole system is a wet, capable system, if you accidentally pick up some water, it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. If this was a dry pickup machine, it might cause issues depending on how much water you decide to pick up. Yeah, you can just fly with this. It's so easy. Now, at some point in time, Mrs. Lab will take a run at using this thing, and then you can get her opinions on it too.
Dancing with the hose.
Gotta lift my leg higher. This may be the lightest system of this type that I've ever used. And I've used some systems where the handle, the wands, and the nozzle end's pretty light, but I think this is the lightest. If you need light, this is something you're going to want to look into. And man, is it maneuverable. That goes right underneath doors. Real easy. So this machine has a 24-foot electrical cord, and if you add on a 10-foot hose, well, you're looking at over 34 feet, not including the wands. So very nice. I can't believe I'm done already. So using this was super easy to cover a lot of area because the rolling resistance of the caddy is very, very light. It's very, very low. And this weighs, I mean, nothing, just nothing at all. So it's great to clean bare floors. Now let's move on to the couches and different tools. In the following video, you will see me use this particular turbo tool, and you'll see me use it somewhat incorrectly. Let me show you why. So it's got a down and an up, but it makes me think that it has more than just two positions. It makes me think that you have, say, well, detents, and I'll show you here in a second. So when you get this tool from the factory, you see this one here has been used once now. It comes in the fully locked down position, in this particular position, in this manner. But if you go and try to change its orientation and you use just one hand, you see how difficult and awkward it actually is, and it makes one think that you might actually be damaging it. So you really should use two hands. So now I put it back in the fully down and locked position. You can see what angle that's at. So I'm going to push this against myself and use two hands to try to stabilize everything. There, and I finally broke it loose, but this still has detents. So this is somewhat of a detent. That is a little bit of a detent. I mean, you can feel them. That is a little bit of a detent, and you can see the detent plastic in here hitting that spot. So it makes you think that you have detents. And then here is another detent. But the problem is all this is very loose.
So it makes you think that it has usable detents. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't really, because if you move this on anything, now it's pretty loose, obviously. Goes up and down, and it just kind of flops all over the place. So when I was using it in the video, I had it in what I thought was the maximum up position, because let's face it, this is now fully exposed, right? The nozzle is completely fully exposed. So I think, well, this is as far up as it goes. Turns out it's not. So if I take two hands and I manhandle it, there. I don't want to break it. It's a nice tool. And now I have the fingers locked in the fully up position. And that is now, I mean, that's tight. That's not going to go anywhere. But you see what that looks like now? That's a little different than what I was showing you in the video. So I just want to let you know, I do like using this, but it's kind of finicky, and I do recommend that it takes two hands plus some bracing in order to change it from the up position to the down position. So right now, it's in the fully up position, and if I were to go and try to move it with one hand, yeah, see, look, I'm going to be cracking that right there. I'm trying to grab it, and yeah, there's too much force. So I'm going to use two hands there to break it loose, and then gently take it down towards the fully locked down position, and then there. Now it's fully locked. So yes, it's a bit of a pain to work with, and once again, you see me using it somewhat incorrectly in the upcoming video, but I hope you will understand why.
Well, here I am taking a break, sitting on the couch while Mrs. Lab is sweating bullets behind the camera. Ah, yes. So we have a couple of different tools I want to try out on this particular like microfiber type of couch. So we have this multifunction dusting brush. These bristles are fairly long and they are very stiff. So if I try to use them, I don't think, yeah, I can pull back, right? But I can't go forward at all. So that's a limitation. Now if I slide this off, then I can use this. Of course, that might suction cup a little too much, but we'll try that out in a minute. And then we have this, well, air-driven tool right here. And it has some rubber fingers on here, and this is somewhat adjustable. You can put it down and you can, raise it up, that kind of thing. When it's down, then you're going like this, and the thing I notice is it doesn't really want to move very well, and it just kind of, well, opens and closes itself, more or less. So I'm going to try this out, but I'm going to force it to be totally open where it's just the bristles only, and this has enough airflow and suction to spin this. Also, they did a decent design where they have airflow relief. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 6 little holes on the top. And what happens is if you happen to completely seal this brush, air can still flow through this, and that means this turbine will still continue to spin. Ones that don't have this, the turbine just stops, and then this tool is essentially useless. So you'll watch me go and fiddle with this for a few minutes, and we'll see what works best. All right, so let me try this. I'll slide this on. Here we go. Well, it works. Well, let's see, if I go like this, then you see what the problem is angle-wise. So, I mean, obviously, set it to some other angle that works better for you. So, yes, you can do this. That's a lot of agitation. All right, so it's okay for something like this, maybe, but that's a lot of agitation. It's also an awful lot of work. So let me try this. All right, well, you could use that, but you see what we're up against here. So if that works for you, I mean, that's fine. It's an option. Now you can try to say angle it up or angle it down, but it just kind of grabs the fabric. So that might not be the greatest thing in the world. All right, let's try
this turbo tool here. There we are, all right? Now obviously it slows down, right? You would expect that. Well, this is easy. Yeah, this isn't difficult to use. I almost wonder if something's grabbing in there though. But yeah, this is easy to use. All right, so let's use this for a little bit. And it seems to be grabbing the fabric a little bit. You can see that. Oh yeah. All right. So maybe only go in one direction. Don't go against the grain. Right, this is pretty easy to use. It's not bad. Let's try this. Yeah, this works fine. Yeah, that's good. And it's a good angle too. Oh, that's close. That's close again. All right, this isn't bad. This is fine. So I think we'll finish the couch with this tool. This is kind of loose, obviously. See, how does this do? Well, this seems to be all right. Now you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just getting this edge now. Okay, so overall, this tool is a bit of a mixed bag. So obviously it works to some degree, but this just kind of flops all over the place, and in some cases it gets hung up on some fabrics. Obviously this is low pile. If you have a thicker couch, your results will vary, but this seemed to work better than this. I mean, this will actually clean, I think, well, but whoa, that's very high agitation. So let's go upstairs to the second floor and clean the green couch. It has more delicate fabric. So same tools again on a couch that is older and definitely more delicate. So let's see what happens. Well, I mean, once again, you can use that, but the agitation is too high if you have a couch that's fairly delicate. I mean, you can get away with it on this couch if you want to, but if you use that a lot, that's going to hurt the fabric. Okay, let's try this. Let's see, what does this do? Does that make it any different? I mean, there's some difference. That makes it a bit easier. Doesn't pull the fabric up as much. Yeah, it's a lot of scratching, to be sure. about a hair. So let's try the turbo tool. Put that up. Yeah, see, that just kind of falls down again. Alright, this is okay. Now, as a reminder, yeah, it doesn't really work well with those fingers down. Alright, so this is what we're going to use. Pretty good. Put this like this and we'll do the vertical section. Yeah, it is getting dirt. See that right in there? Yep. It's getting dirt. So this works out pretty well, especially for these. It doesn't tear them up, so I appreciate that. All right, I think that's going to be about it. All right, we're going to call it quits. 2 couches and hundreds of square feet of linoleum. So how about we take a look at the pickup? Oh boy, what's it gonna look like? A lot of white stuff, a lot of skin cells. And let me separate this. There we go. All right, there we go. So you can see, yep, a lot of skin cells. There's a lot of white floaties in there. And obviously you see some fibrous material. Let's look up underneath.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you see some hair. That's going to be Mrs. Lab's hair. But you see the water is kind of like excessively white here on the sides. And that's all those skin cells that's getting picked up. So, yeah, did a great job with that. So, I don't think you need to see me pour this out in the toilet. So, how about we go ahead and end this here? So, thanks for watching. And once again, thanks to Prolux for donating this unit for evaluation. Until next time, happy vacuuming.